Hello, viewers. A very good morning. Mamuka say, Mamuka say, Mamuka say. Today is Sunday and we need to go to church. So I'm going to be quick in this presentation. Let us talk about Sengizo Tshabangu. He has filed yet another court application. This is an urgent court application where he is seeking to nullify the nomination of Triple C candidates, around 23 candidates which are vying for the February 3 by-elections under Triple C banner. So according to site, um, this is a platform which is giving Tshabangu a lot of respect. Let me read for you what they've said. They say self-styled party, Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC Interim Secretary General Sengezo Tshabangu has filed an urgent court application seeking to stop the participation of 23 candidates under the Triple C banner in the upcoming February 3 by-election. The major issue is about and the self-styled. So others are saying self-imposed. Then side comes and says self-styled. And the major question is, why are they using this term? So let us talk about this issue, Team Zimbabwe. A lot of people are asking, this is what is happening. How are we going to deal with this? You know what? ZANU-PF's mission has failed. Along back, ZANU-PF's mission has failed. They will have two-thirds majority to amend the constitution as they wish, but they will not be able to stop the agenda of change. They will not be able to stop Advocate Nelson Chamisa from taking what belongs to him. That is key. So you have to understand that the economy will not be solved by two-thirds majority. The economy will not be solved by barring Nelson Chamisa's candidates from participating. The economy will not move simply because ZANU-PF is controlling whatever institution and ministry. It won't. What moves the economy is when there's an agreement in between the government and the people. So I will tell you this. There is a point where we need to reach an equilibrium. But in Zimbabwe, the equilibrium is below standard. So nothing will ever move for the people of Zimbabwe as long as this government is there. Because what is supposed to build the economy is building other people's stomachs. Look at how big their bellies are. Everybody who is working in government in those top positions, look at their bellies. They are using the money which is supposed to build the nation to build their own bellies. The houses they have built does not commensurate with the poverty which is right there in the country, with the economic growth which is there. So you would see at the end of the day, Tshabangu's actions are not going to yield anything which is going to destroy the opposition Triple C led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa. So what is very important to note is at this moment, President Nelson Chamisa does not care about having his MPs in parliament or what. What he cares about is delivering Zimbabwe, total deliverance of the economy of Zimbabwe. That is what he is caring about. So when he is acting or when he is bringing strategies, he brings strategies which are meant to make sure that Zimbabwe will have change. In the long run, we'll have a permanent solution to the problems which we have. And that thing is being worked on. And SADC will never leave Zimbabwe deal with this with this or Zimbabwe the current government go away with this madness. Something will have to be done, and at a certain point in time, people will have to sit down and agree on what to do. So the economy is continuously collapsing as each day passes. Look at the inflation. Look at the savings. Look at the benefits of the people, the salaries. Everything is collapsing. And you hear some people saying zvakanaka zvakadaro. You hear some people saying Chamisa this, Chamisa that. Who is going to be affected is the people of Zimbabwe. What will be the end game? The end game will be the government of Zimbabwe, the current government, will be forced to the negotiating table. So what Sengezo Tshabangu is doing right now is of no sense to me, is of no sense because, number one, this application is not urgent. Where was he last year when people set for nominations, ZEC approved the nominations? Where was he? Secondly, How does he bar people like Comrade Ostalos from participating in these elections, citing that is not a member of Triple C, yet he is speaking on behalf of Triple C, and he has never challenged that in any court of law. There is no court order which Sengizo Tshabangu is challenged the official position of Comrade Ostalos. So how does he say he ceased to be a member of Triple C? That is something else. So he is claiming to be the Secretary General. Then who are others? Who are other people in those structures? Who are other people? That is very important to note in Zimbabwe, because you don't operate as a one-man band. What about other people holding positions within Triple C? What are you going to say about them? How are you going to deal with that issue? So at this moment in time, ZANU-PF no longer needs Sengezo Tshabangu. What he's now doing is now trying to stay relevant. That is what he's now trying to do. But with time, is going to fade, because ZANU-PF has already achieved what they wanted. And now they know that if they continue to focus on the parliamentary issues, then they will be taken out by surprise. So they want to shift their focus elsewhere. That is the reason why they've seen that their main agenda has failed, and they now want to confront Nelson Chamisa head on. They now want to use other avenues to confront Nelson Chamisa. I'm going to do an episode of how they plan to confront Nelson Chamisa using his own comrades. So it's a very interesting thing in Zimbabwe. And at the end of the day, who is going to win is the man who is silent. The man who is silent, it cannot be predicted his next move. That is about Nelson Chamisa. He has managed to remain calm. He has managed to remain to continuously control the situation. And if you take a look on the response from the masses, from the people understand the vision of Nelson Chamisa. People understand that there is no need for us to rush. There is need for us to have a collective action and have solutions which are going to be the best solutions ever for the people of Zimbabwe. So let me take a few comments here and hear what other people are saying. And the same old story is repeated. Yet we know an injection order was issued against Tshabangu by the same court that he is not allowed to act on behalf of Triple C Zimbabwe. What is the position on the temporary interdict given to Tshabangu not to act on Triple C? Why is he got to approach the courts? Okay, Zganze, this is what you were longing for. We know you, Zenzele. I have said this many times. Zenzele enjoys this and always covers this, guys. This other day, he was being corrected after writing Tshabangu as the CCC SG. This will come to an end one day. And the matter is not urgent, and it will not be entertained by the courts. If it was urgent, he would have filed last year after he became aware of the likes of Comrade Ostalos filing under the Triple C banner. So this is what is happening in Zimbabwe. We are going to continuously give you updates. This is the end of Sengezo Tshabangu. He's now being discarded by his own comrades and allies. But the major question is, will he remain relevant? What next? What will happen? Let's say these MPs have been stopped from contesting. What will happen? ZANU-PF will win these seats, and he will continue recalling MPs and MPs and MPs. What will happen? What will be the end game? How is he going to survive politically without the MPs? So I find it difficult to understand the actual goal. But this has done justice for the people of Zimbabwe, because we have known traitors before we even enter into the new Grey Zimbabwe, which means when we are going to enter into the new Grey Zimbabwe, it will be difficult for ZANU-PF people to mobilize against the new president, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. That is my view. And we'll continue to watch and see how this is going to end.